Hello my friends and welcome to this new class in your educational series Mr. Udait grammar course. Today my friends we are going to carry on talking about the most important pieces of a grammar, which is passive voice. Again my friends, we have finished talking about the most important tenses that we could use in our speaking, and today, my friends, we are going to use these tenses in a new piece of a grammar which is called the passive voice. So, consider these two statements. The first one is, someone feeds the cats in the garden every morning. The second sentence is, a group of doctors check the queen every month. As you see here, my friends, those are called normal, active English sentences, into which, my friends, the subject comes first, then after that, the verb, as you see here and here, and last but not least is the object. Generally, my friends, these sentences are normal sentences and there is no problem about them. The most important point here, my friends, is that the subject in the first sentence is unknown. We don't know the subject here. Someone. Who is someone? We don't know. For the second sentence, my friends, you see the subject is a group of doctors, while the object is the queen. And we all know that the queen is more important than the doctors. Because generally, this sentence could be said in the news, could be said, for example, in a political context. And generally, my friends, in here, the problem with this sentence is that the object is more important than the subject. So, if the subject of the sentence is either not known, we don't know the subject like the first sentence, someone, or the subject is not important like the subject in the second sentence, we use passive voice. So how do we use passive voice, my friends? The structure of the active sentence, active, here is the active or normal sentence, is subject, verb, object, while the form of the passive voice is the object. Here we bring the object to the beginning of the sentence, then verb to be, then verb 3. After that, my friends, we use by plus subject. This part, by plus subject, is optional. This means we can leave it out. We can leave it out. We can, if we don't want to write it or we don't want to say it, so it's okay. The problem here, my friends, is with be. For example, the object, finding the object and determining the object is easy. Putting the object at the beginning of the sentence is not a big problem. For verb 3, as we all know, we have two types of verbs, regular verbs and irregular verbs. For regular verbs, we add ed like play, played, verb 2, and verb 3, played, the same. Talk, talked, talked. For irregular verbs, we have to memorize them. The problem is with verb to be. In here, my friends, as I told you before, more than 90% of the students who are not English generally suffer with verb to be, which is going to be our point in this class. To choose verb to be, my friends, we have to concentrate on 2 points. The first point is the tense. The second point is, my friends, the object. So we choose verb to be according to the tense first, then according to the object. Let's wait for the adhan to be finished. Let's continue, my friends. We talk about the verb to be. As we said here before, we choose it according to the tense and in accordance with the object. We have these options for passive voice verb to be. If the tense is present, we have present simple, am, is, are. For the past, which is past simple, we have was and were. As you know, am and is are equal to was, are is equal to were when we go back in time. And for future, my friends, future simple, of course, we have will be, and am, is, are going to be, of course, here are chosen according to the object. Then, my friends, we have the continuous. We have am, is, are being, was, were being, and will be being, and am, is, are going to be being. As we see here, my friends, when we have a continuous tense, we have always being for passive voice, regardless to what it is. Is it past continuous, present continuous, or future continuous? Let's start with the first tense. Present simple. For present simple, my friends, we have a lot of people speak Spanish around the world. So where is the subject, my friends? A lot of people. Good. A lot of people is the subject. Speak is the verb. Spanish is the object. So what can I do, or what shall I do here? I should bring the object till the beginning of the sentence. Here I brought the object, and the verb, I put it in verb 3. As you see, my friends, here the verb is irregular. Irregular. It is a speak, V1, spoke, V2, and spoken, V3. So we use the verb, the third form, verb 3, and we add by a lot of people, which is the subject, and the rest of the sentence will be as it is. Of course, my friends, if I want to leave this out, it's okay. If I want to write it, it is okay. Now, the problem to be solved is the verb to be. As you know here, my friends, we have verb to be to use. Verb to be here, what tense is it? It is present simple. How did I know it's a present simple? Generally, my friends, there is no ing, so that it's not continuous. There is no have or has or had before the verb, and the verb is not verb 3, so that it's not perfect. So it is simple and simple present because the verb in its first form. So what options do I have when the tense is present simple? I have am. Here am, is, or are. Which one shall I choose? I shall choose in accordance with the object, which is a Spanish. Spanish, the pronoun is it. So it takes is. So my friends, I have to write it is. Spanish is spoken by lots of people around the world. The second sentence, my friend, or second example, every student plays many sports at this school. Again, my friends, let's try to determine the subject. The subject is every student. Some people tell me, teacher, I suffer finding the subject. What shall I do? I tell them, my friends, everything before the verb, everything that is before the verb is the subject. Even if it's 100 words, it's the subject. If you go back to my course, Mr. Uday's writing course, you are going to see that. I think in the third or fourth class, I have explained about the noun phrases and noun phrases and verb phrases, and I have distinguished between them, and I told the students that everything before the verb phrase in the sentence is considered the subject, while the objects here, many, sports. If I want to extend the object till here, it's okay. Many sports at school, or if I want to keep it as it is, many sports, both of them are correct, but I prefer to use only many sports. So how can I make the passive voice? I take the object, this is the object, I take the object till the beginning of the sentence, I take the verb, I put it the third form, and as you see here, this verb is regular, and for regular verbs, V1, and then we change V2 equals V3. So you will not see any difference between verb 2 and verb 3 generally. So it is verb 3 with ed, and by I add by then the subject, and as I told you, this is optional, this part is optional. If I don't want to use it, it is okay. At the school is the rest of the sentence. The problem here is in verb to be. So I need to choose verb to be in accordance with the tense and in accordance with the object. In accordance with the tense, my friends, the tense is present simple. So it's am, is, are. And the object is many sports. It's they. So they takes are. That's why verb to be here should be replaced by or with are. So many sports are played by every student at this school. Now we go to present continuous, my friends. How do I know that the sentence is a present continuous? Generally, my friend, the form of the active is subject, am, is, are, and then verb ing. Verb ing here, speaking, eating, always there is ing and am, is, are. So the ing in the verb tells us it's continuous. It is continuous. And the am, is, are tells us it's a present, so it's a present continuous when you use this verb to be with the verb ing. Again, my friends, what is the form here? The present continuous, we have am being, are being, and is being. So, where is the subject of this sentence? These people is the subject. As you see, subject. The object here is Spanish. The word Spanish. This is the object. And of course, the verb is are speaking. Some people tell me it's only speaking, teacher, so no. This is, my friend, are speaking together is called a verb phrase. A verb phrase is made up of the modal or auxiliary plus the main verb. They together make the verb or the verb phrase. So are speaking is the verb and object is Spanish. We bring the object till the beginning of the sentence. We take the verb and its third form, V3, and we add then the verb, then the subject, and for verb to be, as we all know, verb to be has here am, being, is, being, and are being. 3 options. Which option can be chosen by Spanish? Of course, it is. Spanish is being. Spanish is being spoken by these people here. And we go to the next example. Active, subject, someone is the subject, is stealing, this is the subject, subject. Someone is stealing is, and the verb ing is the verb, and your books are the object, as you see here. We take the object to the beginning of the sentence, your books, and then the verb is in the third form, V3. This cannot be changed, my friends. No matter what the tense was, you should choose the verb in the third form. And of course, for verb to be here, my friends, We have am, is, are, being. We choose books. Your books are being. Your books are being stolen. Last example in this tense, my friends, here, active. Where is Sarah? We say the police are checking Sarah's bag. She will come soon. So here the police is the subject, as you see. Are checking is the verb. Sarah's bag is the object. We take the object till the beginning of the sentence. If I want to write here by the police, it's okay. If I don't want to write it, okay, of course it's okay too, because we know who checks the bags. Generally it is the police, no one else. And here we say, my friends, Sarah's bag, one bag is, and to say that, or to show that this action is happening now, we say is being. Is being. Now, my friends, we continue the last tense. Oh no, we have this example here. Help, someone is attacking me. Please, my friends, try to answer this question and put it on the comment, or try to get in touch with me. Now, my friends, the present perfect. How do we know the sentence is a present perfect? Generally, the form of present perfect for the active sentence, normal sentence, we have the subject, then we have or has, plus verb 3. Of course, when the subject is we, I, you, they, we use have, while when it is he, she, or it, we use has. And as we see here, my friends, we have someone. Someone is the subject. Has stolen. Together are the verb. And my car is the object. Again, my friends, I take the object at the beginning of the sentence, the verb in the third form. And here, my friends, for the present perfect simple here, this tense is called present perfect simple. For present perfect simple, my friends, it is not a big problem to find the third form, because it is already written. So you don't change the form of the verb, as you see here, stolen, stolen. And how do we choose verb to be? For verb to be, we can say has been or have been. This is in accordance with the tense. But for the object, what is the object? The object is my car, so my car has been. I write my car has been stolen. The second example, the DHL has delivered the box. Here, the DHL, my friends, is the subject. Has delivered is the verb, and these boxes are the object. Again, my friend, look here in this sentence, we used has because we depended on the subject with it, which is the DHL, means it. In here, my friends, these boxes, the pronoun is are. Here, the pronoun is it. When the sentence was normal sentence, the subject was it. And here, the object is they, these boxes, delivered by DHL. As you see, my friends, here, we have two options, have been or has been, and of course, I use have been. So, for the active sentence, it could be has, but when we put it into the passive voice, it could be have or has. Those are not connected to one another. We depend on what? On the object in this sentence, and in this on the subject in the other sentence, so that we finish this problem once and for all. That's it, my friends, for the class today. I just wanted to add one point only. As you see here, my friends, we have the D, perfect continuous. I would like to add it. It wasn't planned, but now I put it in my mind. It just came to my mind out of nothing, I don't know. So active, they have been checking my bag for an hour. They is the subject. Have been checking. This is have to tell you that it is perfect and it's a present at the same time. Been to show that it is continuous with the ing. So they have been checking my bag for about an hour. The object is taken to the beginning of the sentence. The subject here is not important. That's why I didn't write by them. If I want, I can write by them. If I want to keep it, I keep it. If I don't want to, I can omit it for no reason. As you see, my friends. Now we continue for verb to be here, my friends. As you see, my bag, one bag has, and of course to show that we have being, and we have verb to be, been. Has been, being, if the sentence, my friends, and let me here delete those. If the sentence was they have been checking my bags. Let me add the S here, so it's a plural now. The verb to be, my bags here, will be have been, of course, being. My bags have here, have, as you see, have been being checked. Have been being checked, my friends. Till here, my friends, we finish our class. I hope you enjoyed this class, and in the next class we're going to talk about passive voice in the past forms. Till that day, my friends, I wish you all the best. Try to study hard and keep safe. Goodbye.